Could it be that former President Donald Trump misconstrued the financial arrangements of NATO? Was his assertion that NATO was busted until he came along a factual representation, or was it a mere political gimmick? Let's dive in. In a controversial rally in South Carolina, Trump sparked a wildfire of criticism when he suggested that he wouldn't come to the aid of a delinquent NATO country in the event of a Russian attack. This statement, however, misrepresents NATO's financial arrangements. NATO countries contribute to a common fund based on their gross national income and aim to spend 2% of their GDP on defense, a target reaffirmed in 2014. This contribution is not a debt owed to NATO or other members. Before Trump's presidency, defense spending by NATO countries was already on the rise, with non-U.S. member spending increasing each year since 2015. The U.S. pays about 16.2% of NATO's budget, a figure matched by Germany. The notion that NATO was busted until Trump's intervention is far from the truth. Defense spending had been increasing, and U.S. efforts to encourage higher spending among members predate his administration. For instance, Barack Obama actively urged NATO countries to increase their defense spending, especially after Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea. This led to the 2014 NATO declaration aiming for the 2% spending target within a decade. Moreover, the U.S. defense spending as a percentage of overall NATO spending slightly decreased from 71% in 2016 to 69% in 2020. This debunks Trump's implication that the U.S. burden increased under his leadership. Trump's rhetoric about not defending NATO allies violates the spirit of Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty, which establishes collective defense as a core principle. His comments overlook the collective defense efforts and the increased spending commitments made by NATO members before and during his presidency. The narrative that Obama did not pressure NATO members to increase their defense spending is also misleading, as Obama's administration was instrumental in securing commitments for increased spending following Russia's aggressive actions in Ukraine. The idea that Trump singularly influenced NATO's financial health and defense commitments distorts the reality of ongoing efforts by NATO members to meet their defense spending targets. These efforts were significantly influenced by security challenges, including those posed by Russia. In fact, every U.S. president since Dwight Eisenhower, including Obama, has encouraged European allies to contribute more towards their defense, recognizing the importance of a strong, cooperative NATO in addressing shared security challenges. In conclusion, Trump's claims regarding NATO's financial arrangements and his role in bolstering the alliance's defense capabilities are misleading. They overlook the collective efforts and commitments of NATO members to strengthen their defense spending and the continuous work of previous U.S. administrations in encouraging such commitments. The implications of these claims could potentially undermine the spirit of collective defense, which is a cornerstone of NATO's existence.